Okay, so let's dive into this. We've got this collection of web pages, right? From free daily motivation.
Yeah, dating back to April 2007, plus archives. It's like a little time capsule.
It really is. And our mission, basically, is to figure out the core self-improvement ideas from back then.
And see what still clicks for you today.
So what's the first big takeaway? What jumped out?
Well, their main premise is pretty clear. People often don't live the life they want, not because they can't, but because they maybe lack the right guidance.
Guidance, like a specific mindset.
Exactly. They argue successful folks just operate differently, different rules almost.
Based on these daily motivational secrets.
That's the term they use, yeah. It's all about consistent daily inputs.
Okay. And step one seems to be identifying what you really want.
Right. They mention wealth, obviously, but quickly go deeper.
Deeper how?
Things like love, feeling recognized, being creative, and ultimately, finding some inner peace.
It's interesting they saw those layers even back in '07, not just the surface stuff.
Absolutely. And once you know the what, then comes goal setting. That's huge for them.
Makes sense. But how did they suggest doing it? Just think about it.
No, much more concrete. Write it down. Short-term, mid-term, long-term goals.
Ah, writing it down makes it real.
And breaking it into actionable steps. They even had a template, a goal sheet.
A goal sheet. Wow. Very practical.
Yeah, which ties into that daily motivation theme. Keep engaging with this stuff daily to fuel the progress.
Even for small goals.
Seems so. Constant reinforcement.
Okay, what else? I saw something about self-image.
Oh yeah, big focus there. Visualization.
Like picture yourself succeeding.
Exactly. Act as if you've already achieved it. Let reality sort of catch up to your mindset.
The act as if principle and negative thoughts.
Tackle them head on. Reframe anxieties into positive goals. Don't focus on lack, focus on the aim.
Right, shift the energy. What about business? Any specific advice there?
Quite a bit, actually. Create an aura of success. Develop real expertise, network.
The usual suspects, maybe.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But also things like finding mentors and really trusting your intuition, your gut feeling.
Gut feeling, interesting. And for making money, for wealth.
Their angle was more towards being your own boss, find unmet needs.
Entrepreneurship, basically.
Yeah, and constantly learning new skills.
Yeah.
Never stop learning.
That feels timeless. What about managing your time? That's always a big one.
For sure. Prioritize important tasks, not just busy work. Handle paperwork efficiently. Maybe a bit dated now, but the principle holds.
Minimize interruptions, delegate, avoid procrastination.
Definitely avoid procrastination.
Yeah.
A major no-no.
Okay, they also mentioned the subconscious mind. How does that fit in?
They suggested repeating goals aloud to sort of internalize them, direct your inner energy.
And relaxation techniques.
Yeah, as a way to connect with that inner self, tap into intuition more easily.
So it connects back to trusting your gut.
It seems to, yeah. And affirmations, inspirational quotes, tools for constant reminders.
Keep the goals top of mind.
Right. Maybe even create a visual reminder. Look at it daily.
And finally, they talked about stress.
Stress management through relaxation, maintaining a positive attitude, really expecting success.
Like you're the lead actor on your life stage.
That's a good way to put it. Moving towards your goals. Pretty holistic, really, for 2007 online content.
So pulling it all together, what's the main message for you, the listener, from this 2007 deep dive?
Well, it really highlights some timeless principles, doesn't it? Clear goals, consistent effort.
That positive self-belief, taking action.
Exactly. It's fascinating to see these ideas laid out in, the early days of online self-help.
The website itself might look ancient now, but the core message, that feels pretty current. Take control, pursue your dreams.
Which leads to a good question for you to think about. With so much motivational content out there today, what fundamental ideas really stick with you?
And maybe, could some of these sort of older strategies like the goal sheets, daily affirmations, the visualization be useful again?
Could dusting them off give you a renewed focus? Maybe. Something to consider.